Howdy folks, it's Alternative and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and another special video today as we hang out just outside of Madisonville, Texas. And you might be asking, where in the world did I get Madisonville, Texas from? Well, the previous video, if I'm uploading in order, was a friend's location from an adult Minecraft community that I've known for 7 or 8 years. And you can go back and watch that video and I'll give the backstory there. But we're also going to check out another Minecraft friends area. Another person I met, same time I met the person last time, so about 7-8 years ago. And they have a farm, a goat farm. It's not a secret. I'm able to share any information that I want to, so don't worry. But it's a goat farm just outside of Madisonville, Texas. So that's where we are. And I want to check out the area, fly around, and maybe fly over to College Station or something like that. I'm currently distracted by all the storms. Look at all the storms out here. And yes, that's a SkyWest flight. In the previous video, I had all player traffic turned on. So other real-life players in the area. And there were a lot of them because we were near Chicago, so I turned them off. So for this video, we have real-life flights turned on. So right now, as I record this, if the person who lives there were to look out their window, this airplane would be flying by just like it is for us now. It's like 15 minutes behind. So it would have gone by 15 minutes ago. Well, it used to be 15 minutes. Maybe it's current. I don't know, but you see that? So if my friend would have looked out her window between 15 minutes ago and now, she would see this plane just like we do in the sim. At the time I record this, which is nighttime. Look at that storm. I can't tell which way that storm is going or coming, though. I think it's coming towards us. Anyway, so my friend is getting rained on right now because this is live weather, not live time. It would be nighttime. So I kept everything live, but I made it sunrise. Just because sunrise is pretty. But yeah, so that storm is about to hit Madisonville, or it already hit Madisonville right now. So anyway, this airport is Madisonville Municipal Airport. If you look at Google Maps, it's all torn up because they're redoing the runway. If you look at Bing Maps, it's all brand new. I just redid this. And my friend's goat farm is directly across the way, about half a mile. And we'll see what it looks like. And it is on the map. It's a commercial farm. It's not like some private residence. It's a commercial farm. So it's on the map and everything. Not a big deal. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to get going a little sooner than we did in the last video. I am inviting all of my Minecraft community and other communities to watch, so we have people watching again who are not flight sim people. However, I went over a lot of detail about things in the previous video. I'm not going to repeat myself. Everybody can just go back and watch that other video too. Just go back one video on the channel. I'm currently watching this airplane, SkyWest flight 5558. It's a CRJ 200 going to airport Kilo Indigo Alpha Hotel, wherever that is. I don't know, but they're climbing. They're almost at 18,000 feet. So they're beginning their flight. I'm not sure where that is. Anywho, that's what that means. So if we see others, we'll look. Oh, look at United Airlines, flight 245. As they get closer, it'll tell us what they are, where they're going, and how high they are. Cool. All right, let's hop inside. This is it's a default airplane actually that they added. The DHC, de Havilland, Canada. I think de Havilland, Canada. Yeah, 2. Beaver, cold and dark. Love this plane, love the sound. I've been flying this in lots of sims. So I used to know it well. Do I know it well enough for this flight? We will find out soon. I do a checklist. Every flight I have a checklist on my other monitor. And that's what I do. I also have Google Maps on my other monitor to see where I'm going. So we're going to take off, go due west, check out the farm. And then we'll head in Madisonville, then over to College Station, I think. That's my plan. Doesn't mean we're going to stick to it. It's whatever I feel like doing. That's how this works. All right. Let's see. I can do fun things in this, like open windows and do all these things and doors and everything, but I didn't. Takes too long to set up, to be honest. I'd rather just get going with y'all and record a fun video. All right. Make sure the parking brake is set. And I think it is. I can't tell. It's behind this thing. I don't know. Is that set? I can't really tell. We'll find out as soon as we start up here. Fuel and passengers. You can go in here and you can set your fuel. You can set your passengers and all this stuff. I'm not going to worry about it for this flight, though. It does change how the plane flies, so you gotta be careful. Alrighty, master battery comes on. Where is it on this one? Over here. Alt and battery, I guess it says. Fuel on the fullest tank, which I think is the center right now. Beacon light on because we're going to start our airplane. Mixture rich. If we come over here, what the heck? If we look in the middle there, mixture full. Throttle a quarter. Ignition to both. Why are we doing that now before wobble pump? Okay. Ignition to both, please. Okay, ignition to both. Fuel boost on. Wobble pump to 5 psi. There's a wobble pump and it's already at 5 psi. Normally you move this thing up and down to get to 5, but it already is on this airplane for some reason. Okay, starter. And the airplane should start. Unless I forgot to do something. And parking brake is not set. Now parking brake is set. Just listen to the sound of this thing. These sounds are real sounds from the real aircraft. It's so awesome. Listen to that. I'm going to turn up in editing so you can hear a little bit. It's just amazing. Oh. The sound changes when you're inside. Anyway, there's another airplane out there, but not gonna worry about it right now. Alright, RPM's down to 1,000. We are, no, that's 2,000. Let's bring it down to 1,000 or so. There we go. Okie dokie. Fuel boost can come off, it says on my checklist. And radio switch to on, which is over here. That's loud. Flight plan already told you. We're just gonna go due west, check out the farm. Again, it's a commercial farm. And then we're gonna go to Madisonville and then back down to the college station. And that should be our flight. Should be pretty straightforward and simple. Check out the weather. Do we have weather at this airport? No, we don't. So a few different things you can do. You can check real life weather. Since I'm using real life weather, I can go to a website and check real life weather. Or I can click on the airport, 51 Romeo, please. Yes? Why aren't you doing anything? You're supposed to give me information. There we go. And sometimes there's weather down here. There's no weather down here. We can go up here to live weather. So it is not August 22nd. It's a few days after that. And it's not 7:32. Weather's live though. I don't know where it gets the date. I set the time myself because it'd be like 9 or 9:30 p.m. in real life. 9:28 p.m. in real life right now. So I made it earlier for sunrise. I don't know where it gets the date from because that's never right. But it is live weather. So we click on this and it's not going to tell us the weather. So you can find some other airports that are really big. Probably not Moore's Ranch. Maybe this one. Okay, that's 23 nautical miles away. And 160 degrees is 7 knot wind. So that's not bad. It's enough. It is. We have to pay attention to it. So is it the same weather here? We don't really know. So we'll check the windsock. And it's blowing from that way. So yeah, it's about 70 degrees or so. That 7 meant 70 degrees. Or 7. Like, wait, I have to look at that again. Hang on. Sometimes you have to add the zero. Sometimes it's literal. Let's go back in here. What did I do? It was a big airport down here. This one. It's 160 degrees at 7 knots. 160 degrees. So 160 degrees, and I know the way the airport faces. So the wind is coming from, yeah, right over here, because it's about 180. So that's 160. So the windsock is correct. So we want to go into the wind. So the wind is coming from over there. So we want to start over there, runway 18, because it's pretty much due south. I mean 180 degrees. You add a zero. Doesn't mean it's really 180. It could be 182, 176, but 18 is the closest number. So south, we'll have a little bit of wind from the left. That's how you figure that out. Well, one way to figure it out. There's several ways. Sometimes you'll have a radio that tells you. So anyway, that is the weather. So coming down here, we'll hit B to set our barometer. So that changed. We have to set the pressure. So we're really, what? 220, 40, 60, 280 degrees, 280 feet above sea level. Then whatever this is, take away 280 when we're in the air, that's ground level, right? Alrighty, there you go. No taxi lights in this thing. So we will turn the strobe lights on though, so that people see. There you go. Transom instrument lights too. I think we have to taxi on the runway. So we'll turn landing lights on right now. We're blinding the person in front of us. We should wait till we get to the runway, but who cares? And set flaps. Flaps are right here. I think flap down 1 is for takeoff. 2 down is for takeoff. Okay, cool. Alrighty, that is it. So now we're just going to announce that we're going to taxi because it's an uncontrolled airport. We're going to announce taxi. We're going to depart to the south. But if we just do announce taxi, it tells us which runway to use.
51 Romeo traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is taxiing to runway 18.
And I told you 18. I figured it out for myself. But if you really didn't know how to do it, you would just hit the taxi button and it would tell us where to go. And it says 18. And like I said, we have to go onto the runway to taxi, it looks like. Oh, we're going to taxi ribbon. Sometimes you get the taxi ribbon, sometimes you don't. So if you get lost, you don't know the airport, like it's a gigantic airport. Oh, there's another SkyWest flight. If it's a gigantic airport, then you just can use the blue ribbon. You can turn it on and off. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. In the simulator, there are difficulties like a game. There's easy, medium, hard, super hard, or whatever. Of course, I have everything set to super hard because I fly as realistically as possible. I fly about what I consider like 90 to 92% realistically. There are a few things I don't do because I don't need to, don't want to, been there, done that, don't care enough, that type of thing. So it would be like the hardest level in a game if you could select that, which you can select it in this. And you can even turn markers on so you know where you're going, different things. I have those turned off, of course. I just use the taxi ribbon just because when I'm at big airports, I want to know where I'm going to take off instead of pulling up a chart in real life. And it is real enough. You can use real life charts, work in the sim to like do instrument approaches and things. And if you want to, you can. So this is where you're supposed to stop. See that line? That's where you're supposed to stop so you don't interfere with traffic. But do we have the ability to say anything? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're going to say take off, departs. We're actually departing due west.
51 Romeo traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taking off runway 18 west departure.
And the reason why you do that back here is because you're about to enter the runway area. So the people in the area know to look for us on the runway. So props forward, landing lights on, we already did that. Nav lights on, let's see if I can do that while I'm turning. Pitot heat on, confirm flaps, fuel boost on, mixture rich, note the time on the clock. I think there's a clock in this one over here. Say like 7:40 or something, 7:38. Keep an eye on that clock so you know how long our flight time is. And we give it a goose here. Firewall you call it because you push the throttle toward the firewall and it's trying to take off because the wind. Oh my, what is going on? That was hilarious. Wait, my yoke isn't working. Okay. That was really strange. Sometimes weird stuff like that happens. Sometimes weird things like that happen. It like caught the wind weird. It was trying to take off. It's only a 7-knot wind, but sometimes in the sim, one problem that I have in the sim is a little bit of wind, the sim treats it like a hurricane. So that was pretty awesome. That stuff happens sometimes. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just the wind grabbed the wing and said, oh, we'll flip you over. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the runway. You can restart a flight if you want to. But I'm just going to go back to the runway and try again. But now that I know that it's taking that 7-knot wind very seriously, I will put some wing down and some rudder into it. Or, well, opposite rudder, I guess, to compensate. But that was kind of wild. That was kind of fun, but wild. So what I'm going to do is try it again here. That happens very, very, very rarely. So the fact we got to witness that is actually kind of cool and unique. So there you go. You should go and play the lottery. Try it again. I'll nose down. Left wing, right rudder, just to keep it on the ground a little bit better. But that was very unusual. I don't really understand what was going on there. It just really, really wanted to flip me over. Would that have happened in real life? Yes, but not with this wind. Maybe with a 25-knot wind or something, it would have done that in real life. Okay, so let's see if we can get this going again. All right, that was so strange. Okay, here we go. Nose down. Come on. Okay, that's a little bit better. There we go. That's better. It's still fighting me. It's really fighting me. Let's pop up quickly. There you go. That was weird. I haven't had to work that hard in a very long time. One set of flaps up, personal volume down so it doesn't bleed in my microphone. Brakes to stop the wheels, it's fixed gear. There you go, that's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. Let's turn it this way so I get a nice selfie. That's a terrible selfie. Let's not do that. Alright, nose down so we get some speed here. Man, that was wild. After takeoff, flaps up, well, we'll flap up when we're done climbing. Landing lights off, no, we'll keep landing lights on. Now we'll do the flaps up. And lean mixture, which we don't need to do because we're not gonna go very high. I want to find the airport, get my bearings. A problem in an airplane is sometimes can't see everything. Where's the airport? Well, okay, we're already going over the farm, so I don't want to lose sight of where we are. So let's find that airport, and then we'll look for the farm. There's the airport. Okay, so there's the airport. So the farm is right underneath us, right? Because it's a Highway 190. There it is. I can see the farm right here. Kind of. Alright. This isn't working out so well because it's not how I want it to be. We're literally over the farm, so it's too hard to see. And this airport is so close to my friend's farm that we're literally over it already. So I mean nose down. Don't do what we did before. We'll active pause. And we'll come out here and we'll just use the drone to get our bearings. So there's the airport. And then 190 is right here. And there is the farm, which is really, really different than what I was expecting it to look like. So, Bing Satellite is what does all this. And then AutoGen with AI and cloud computing fills things in. So, oh no, it's fine once you're closer. We should be flying over here in the airplane, not in the drone, but whatever. So, there you go. I was told these used to be ponds and they're all filled in and they're all grown up, and they are. There's the farm there. That's what the farm looks like from the air. And the airport is so close. It's right there. Look at that. The airport is really, really close. This shows a road going through. I don't see that road in real life. Okay, the road in real life stops here. Well, I guess there's a road there to this little thing. What is this place? It doesn't tell me what this is. It's something with a pond. Maybe it's a water plant or something. But anyway, and there's the farm there. And this is Highway 190, I believe. And there's some water back there and some roads around. So, I don't know if the farm is totally accurate because the computer uses algorithms and satellite imagery and street imagery to build the buildings. So only the farm owner can watch this video and tell us how realistic this looks based on what they know. But there you go. There's the farm from the air in the simulator. Looks pretty darn cool if you ask me. I know what that mound of dirt is. I've seen it in pictures. In fact, a lot of my Minecraft textures have come from this farm. Well, not a lot, like 4 or 5. But still, that's pretty cool. Right? So there you go. Let's get in the airplane, though, for the immersion. Because that's, you know, more realistic. And there's the farm right there. Bam. So there's the farm from the airplane. Let's get pause going and do the pause. Very, very cool. Very simple to find. It looks beautiful from the air in the sunrise. I don't know what that is. Not sure what that is. Anywho, is that on the map? It's on, well, it's on the map, but doesn't have a name in real life here. Real life map. Alrighty, Madisonville is in front of us. Let's trim down. We're getting really high. If we follow the road that I can no longer see because it's down here somewhere. Madisonville. Oh, it's over here, I think. Is there water in Madisonville? There is water in Madisonville. So this is Madisonville right here. And that lake thing is Lake Madison. It's a soil conservation service site reservoir. There you go. But there's a thing that says Lake Madison Beach. So somebody calls it Lake Madison. Anyway, we'll fly up there super fast. We'll circle around. Then we head to College Station. And then that'll be the flight. So a simple flight. A little faster than the previous one, but this is a beautiful area. I do want to go visit this person in their farm. I've been trying to find ways to do it. It would, yeah. I don't know. Would I take the? I would like to take the family. I would like to drive down there, to be honest, but we'd have to stay over at least one. I drive up to 15 hours a day when I drive, so we'd have to stay overnight once probably. I don't know, Missouri or something. Who knows? But We'd have to do an overnight there and back. So I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to go visit. I could fly, I guess, fly to Austin. I've always wanted to see Austin. It's supposed to be the southern sister of Minneapolis. So maybe fly to Austin and drive. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It would be fun. It'll also be fun to go see the Gulf of Mexico while we're down there, because we're about an hour and a half north of Houston, which is just inland from Gulf of Mexico for all of you people who are watching from other parts of the world. So there's Madison. I'm a little bit higher than I want it to be, so let's bring back throttles so that we descend, because you use your throttle to go up and down. You point up and down for your speed. So if I want to go faster, I point down but keep the throttle the same. If I want to go slower, I point up but keep the throttle the same. If I want to come down, I just bring back throttle and let it point itself. So there's Madisonville. It looks exactly like Google Maps, and that is Madisonville High School, of course. No surprise there. What is that other building next to it? This is a health and wellness center. Yeah, very cool. We'll follow 190 into College Station. And this is 190 here, obviously. So, just circling around, checking things out. Looking into the rural communities. Oh, something that this person and I were talking about earlier today was how she said people think Texas is like a desert wasteland area, but it's not everywhere. In fact, her area is considered the tropical climate part of the year, and I totally believe it. I was aware of that, but I'm very unusual in that my geography is pretty good around the world. So I knew that Texas wasn't all like desert. Of course, there are those parts, right? But I knew she lives in a pretty exciting area, climate-wise, and trees and jungle brush type stuff everywhere. There's Madisonville. Let's not lose sight of our highway, and we are descending pretty quickly. We're going to be below 1,000 feet, which is only about, what was it, 800 feet above sea or at ground level. So we're pretty low to the ground. We're lower than some skyscrapers right now. Can you see Houston from here? I don't think so. I think we're too low. I bet if I climbed high enough, you could see Houston, though, from here. You can see pretty far away from an airplane, even a little one. All right, let's follow I-90. We'll keep it to our right side so we keep an eye on it, because if we're directly over it, we can't see it, right? We got to stay to the side a little bit. But we're just going to enjoy the scenery on the way to College Station. Very simple. This is called VFR, Visual Flight Rules. I'm just flying around looking at stuff. Pretty straightforward. You just have to be careful if you come into an airspace or on an airport like I am now. It's bad. So I probably wouldn't fly exactly right here. Well, yeah, the airplanes could take off and hit me, even though they're landing the other way. But I typically wouldn't fly exactly here. We would fly over the middle of the airport, or far enough away that airplanes landing and taking off won't run into us. But for the sake of the sim, we're just going to stay right along the highway. Of course, once we were over the airport, we can move back, but this exact area is probably kind of stupid, because this is right in the flight path. Whatever. Bigger airports, they actually have, diagrams of that and everything. And did we pass the farm again? I can't. We might have passed the farm already, because there's the airport over there. Nope, not yet. I bet it's right up here. Well, we're getting kind of high again here. Can't see much. There's the farm, right there. Boom. So there it is again. So we're going to follow I-90 this way. It goes a little north of due west, out of here. And then we'll follow that for a while. Then it's going to go to the south. It's actually going to go to the south, pretty much due south after a while. So if we follow this around, it's actually kind of a roundabout way to get to College Station. So we might cut across, but there you go. There's the farm. See you later, farm. We're on our way, not greener pastures, but other pastures. Oh, I think College Station is rendering it already. No, that can't be College Station, can it? Let's see. The road comes out. Then there's I can't see, my eyes are too bad. North Jolch. But that's over there more, I think. Yeah. Let's move over here a little bit. Yeah, North Jolch is... Okay, that would be right here. So that's North Jolch, and then, yeah, there's this zigzag of the road. Yep, just like the map. And then right after that, it turns to the south. And there's Curtin. and then College Station. So there'll be a city here, another one, and then College Station should be pretty obvious. Oh, look at that. United Airlines. That means it's a Boeing 737-800, which is the most common airplane. If you just hop on an airplane, you're probably on a 738. Oh, Albuquerque. And they're going down, so they're going to land in Albuquerque. But aren't they going the wrong way for Albuquerque? Maybe that meant they took off from Albuquerque. That must mean they took off and they're landing somewhere else. I could look up United Airlines 462 because that's a real life flight happening right now. So if you were to look up in the sky, you would see it. Well, not now because I recorded this like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. But as I record this, you would have seen it. All right, College Station. Looks like the area's coming into view here. Last side of my highway. I was talking about that airplane. There's the highway right there. There's Zolch. And then we'll coming to our destination soon. If I get lost, which I'm not, but if I did, I could pull up a VFR map. And then, ooh, there's probably a charter jet. November 897 Bravo Delta. That's the tail number of a real life plane. So you can put that into Google. You can literally just put in that number in Google and it'll tell you who it is, what it is, who owns it, where they're going at this exact moment. Everything. It's all public. It's not difficult to figure that stuff out. So this must be College Station here, right? It's K Kilo Charlie Foxtrot Delta. That must be College Station. I know there are other smaller airports in these other towns, but they're not showing up for some reason. Maybe they're closed. Anyway, we'll aim toward aim towards that airport, assuming that's what it is, and then we'll be there soon. All right, we left 190 a while ago. We're just cutting across just because we can, checking out the communities and the farms and all the really cool stuff. Just check some things out. Heading due west, we'll probably end up going south a little bit more here. Oh, not actually. That's 190 in front of us again. Yep. I was so busy looking out the window, looking for something to talk about, that I kind of got off track a little bit, I think. Yeah, totally got off track. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So we're back to 190 again, which is totally fine. So College Station's up there. All right, so I don't know what BE-36, I don't know what aircraft that is. I'm sure a lot of you from the flight sim community know exactly what that is. I'd have to Google it. Not sure. But they're coming down, so I thought that's where they were going, but that must be where they took off from. Because what is Kilo Indigo Whiskey Sierra is what? West Houston. And we are, well, so they took off from West Houston. That's what that means. Alrighty, cool. Let's just follow 190 and arrive at our destination safely, though. And now we have another flight. November 16895. I could Google that one. Oh, and the one just popped in above it. So that's the Cessna C-172, or Cessna 172. So that's a small airplane. It's probably, I think, the most popular GA, general aircraft, ever sold, I think. And they are, well, they're trying to stay level. They're kind of level. That could just be the wind blowing them up and down, too. So they're trying to hold 6,000 feet, basically. See? Now they're going down again. And what are we at? We're at 4,000 feet. So they're right above us. You can see their light flashing right there. And then whatever airport, Kilo Charlie Lima Lima, that's where they came from. Alrighty, here is 190 again. Let me look on the Google map machine. And I lost 190 on Google because I refreshed it for something. So I don't know where I'm looking here. Oh, found it. Okay, so what is that little cutout? Okay, that's Curtin. Curtin is this city with this little cutout. So we'll fly to the left a little so we can see it. I don't think there's much there to see. Then right after that, right here is Wixon Valley. And then we're coming into Bryan. and call it station. So pretty easy. What are we doing? We're doing 150 knots. Adjust that for the wind. Convert it to miles per hour, and then that's how fast we're going. These things are cool. These are usually power lines. Like that's probably a power station, and they cut out the trees to run their power lines. I think that's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. Like here, see? So this will be power lines running through here. They just cut out the trees and run their lines all the way down. Look at that. So that's not a road. It's kind of like a dirt service road, but that's power lines. Going all the way to Houston. You can kind of see some Houston stuff. That's what it looks like from the air. More here. See? That same power thing runs underneath us. And it goes here, doo-doo-doo, all the way to the north as far as the eye can see. Is that nifty? I think that's fun. Alright, are we climbing? We are climbing. This means you're going up 700 feet per minute, 800 feet per minute. I'll trim down a little bit. Alrighty. There's curtain right there. Whatever that building is. I think that was a community center, it said. Yeah, looking good. There's a lake or reservoir over there. What lake do you think that is? That is Hog Creek, Gibbons Creek, Sulphur Creek. It's a reservoir. Okie dokie. Alright. And then, oh, we're actually going to fly by the airport before we get to College Station. So we'll fly over the airport, and then we'll have a tour around and then come back to the airport. So according to this, the airport should be right under our nose. Is that it right there, maybe? It shows us not perpendicular to the highway. It's on the highway, but perpendicular to the highway. So let's hop outside. Whoops. Use this one. Oh, here it is. There's the airport right there. And there's the moon. So we will fly over the airport. College Station right there. Bryan right there. And looking back at Madisonville, can we see it from here? There's the beacon from the airport where we took off. See? That's where we took off, Madisonville Airport. There we go. And wherever they're going, I don't know where they're going, but they passed us. So anyway, it's very relaxing. And the simulator, I tell people, it's what you make of it. So, yep. So now when we fly over the middle of the airport, that's a lot more appropriate than flying where the planes are trying to land and take off. Anywho, whoa. What was that? That was weird. Why'd that happen? We run out of fuel? We may run out of fuel. Yeah, we're out of fuel. So there you go. Switch tanks, and you could hear the engine spool back up again. Okay, good. That was nerve-wracking. Let's get control of our airplane here and keep flying. Oh, the airplane came back, and they're landing. It's sometime later now because I had to stop and help my kid. He was having a hard time getting to bed. But so it's like 20 minutes later in real life, and that airplane is landing at that airport. Is there another airport around here? There must be. I thought the one we just flew over was the... Oh yeah, there we go. What is that? Lima. What airport is that? Kilo Charlie Lima Airport. Easterwood in College Station. Maybe we'll land there. I was going to land back here. Right there. Which is actually closer to Bryan. Which is... Can't see. It's right here. This is Bryan. College Station is up here. For some reason I thought that was going to be too far away, but no, we'll land there. That's where we're going to land. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Cessna 172. So they just did an out and back flight. Maybe they're just sightseeing. Maybe they're doing flight training, because that's a very popular trainer aircraft. What interstate is coming through here? That's not an interstate. That's Highway 5. No, that's interstate. No, it isn't. That's Highway 5. That's Highway 5. Here's College Station. The area. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Alrighty, well, I learned something. Actually, I learned a lot. So there's Bryan, downtown Bryan. Which makes me think of what you call it. Oh, come on, fibromyalgia brain. What are the people that do Life of Bryan? And come on. Oh my gosh. I have a real memory issue. It's not like I'm getting old. I actually have diagnoses for this when I can't think of something. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about it. Life of Brian. Whoever those people are, the British people. The nice Husseini. Why am I drawing a blank? It's so popular. Whatever. Then over here's College Station. So some good sightseeing. We got to see Madisonville as well. And there you go. So not all these buildings are 100% accurate because it's auto-generated, but it's using algorithms and supercomputers and AI and all this stuff and cloud computing. And it doesn't sit on some of it sits on my hard drive, but a lot of it gets pushed. Somebody sees stalling like that. That's because it's getting pushed to me from the cloud. Microsoft Cloud Computing pushes it to me, and then sometimes it stalls to catch up. That's what that just happened. It was a perfect example. Alrighty. I'm still trying to think of that comedy group that does those movies. Oh my gosh, you're all yelling at me in the comments. Go ahead. Go ahead. I can't believe I can't think of it. Anywho, that real life plane landed. They came back from their training flight or whatever they were doing. So let's call the airport ourselves and not worry about Monty Python. Let's not worry about Monty Python. And let's call the airport, tell them we want to land. This is what? Easterwood Field. And we're going to request a full stop landing. Oh, we can get the what? The weather. Let's get the weather.
Easterwood Airport information, Mike 1300 Zulu. Wind 157 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,900 feet, few clouds at 19,100 feet. Temperature, tree. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.01. Visual runway 17 in use. Landing and departing runway 17. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Mike.
Alright, so every hour they update the information and they give it a name, a phonetic alphabet. So right now it's Mike, which means that the next hour will be November, so on and so on. So when I call the tower, I say we're with Mike, not the person, but just saying Mike, and that we were listening to the instructions. And we know that it's Mike, so we're current. And then in an hour, we'd be like, we're with November, that type of thing. Runway 17, so I'm getting set up for what I think is runway 17. And then we'll call the tower and tell them we want a full stop landing.
Easterwood Tower Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41, is 2 miles northwest, 2,200 feet with November to land.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 Easterwood Tower. Altimeter tree 0.01, wind 157 at 10. Fly left base runway 17. Turtle Soup Tango 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 41, wind 157 at 10. Clear to land runway 17.
Cleared to land runway 17 Turtle Soup, Tango 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 41.
So I'm thinking that's runway 17 right there, because that's 170 degrees. And 170 degrees is right there, so I think that's it. It said left traffic pattern. We're doing a right traffic pattern because we're making right turns, but whatever. We would have known, if in real life we would have looked all that up, like how you approach and things. But whatever, we're doing this visually. We're way too high, 'cause I'm looking around. So here we go. And we're going to nosedive. First set of flaps. Ooh, this is not how you land an airplane. Do not do this at home. This is how we're landing. I'm going to slip it, which means I'm going to put a lot of right rudder. So if you look at our speed, it'll come down while we're dropping like a rock. Normally when you drop like a rock, you speed up. But we're going to slow down. Second set of flaps. Look at that. Dropping like crazy, and we're not speeding up. Because I got a ton of right rudder, ton of left early on. And when I let go, it's going to get shaky. That was not me. That was wind. There we go. There I let go. Actually, that was pretty smooth. See, now our speed slowed down. And we did not gain speed. So here we go. We'll do penultimate flap here. I'm looking right there. That's how I know. It's a tail dragger. So you generally come down steep anyway, and then you level off at the end. And I can't remember what the wind said because I totally forgot. So are we going to have a crosswind? It doesn't feel like a crosswind. It feels pretty straight in. Slight crosswind from the right. So we'll do right wing down, left rudder. Yeah, we're going to stall here because the wind is bouncing us around. This thing is STOL, short takeoff and landing. So if you do this right, I can land like on that 7 and stop like 20 feet later. Not literally 20 feet, but feels like it. We do not need to do a quick landing, but I like to try. Yeah, there's crossing from the right. Yep. So a little bit right rudder, or right wing down, left rudder. You can bounce twice in real life even, and that's considered realistic. And it's acceptable. We try not to bounce. We'll see what happens here. Okay, whoa. It is so windy. Oh, well, there's one huge bounce. There we go. Just one awful bounce. And we have our stall horn going for some reason. So that was another, I don't know. For a taildragger, that was probably a B+ landing. It actually wasn't that bad. But it definitely could have been better. So taildraggers are hard in the sim and real life. So let's turn to the next taxiway. Let's go to the left. And then it'll tell us where to park. Flaps are up already. Landing checklist. Not a whole lot to do here once we turn. Is this a road? Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're getting impatient with me. There's a shadow of the tower. That's really cool. These shadows are amazing. Alright, here we go. We have cleared.
128.7 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Goodbye. Easterwood Ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo Cross Runway 22 Echo Cross Runway 35 Foxtrot.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Echo Cross Runway 22 Echo Cross Runway 35 Foxtrot Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
So this is our flight time was almost an hour, but I actually, left for a while to help my child in real life get back to bed. So, yeah, it wasn't really an hour. Southwest Airlines, Flight 17. We're just going to go wherever they tell us to go. In the previous video, when we flew my other friend's area, we did not get people to help us park. Where are they going to send us? Okay, sometimes it gets really wonky. They'll send you across. Yep, they're going to send us oh, way over there. Okay, there's a place to park this time. So we are going to go there because it's fun. So in the meantime, we're just going to, be casual about it. I already did my checklist, my landing checklist while ATC was talking to us. I noted the time on the clock. We just talked about that. Landing lights are off. Nav lights are off. Pitot heat is off. Fuel boost is off. Confirm my flaps are up. And we're ready to go. Ready to park. So we're just going to taxi along. And then we'll park. And turn everything off. But they want us to go to the other side of the airport for some reason. Oh, they changed my name. Sometimes there's a bug where it'll change your call sign. I didn't even notice that until now. I wonder why. It used to happen every flight. You have to put in your own tail number every single flight. Then they fixed it. So I've been November 410 Turtle or Tango Tango most of the time I've flown the sim. But for some reason it changed us. I don't understand that at all. But whatever. I'll go back and look at it after we fly. Should have made sure no one was landing first before we get in the way here. It is fun with other traffic on when airplanes land around you and everything. You watch them take off and land. That's pretty cool. Especially if you have all player traffic turned on, which we had in the previous video. We had all player traffic turned on. And when you run into them at the airport, they do some really funny things. They land wherever they want. They crash all the time. It's hysterical. It's great entertainment to to fly among real life players. But there's so many in some areas that just bogs the computer down. However, because I'm on the northern or midwestern suburbs of the region servers of the U.S., if I go fly in Europe and stuff, I don't see anybody. But if I fly in the U.S., I see lots of people. So I don't know. Anyway, what is that? Boeing 737. Didn't say what type. Southwest Airlines, you're flying away from us. We lost information, but they're going somewhere. Alright, we're gonna land here, or land, we're gonna park here, pull in and park, and then turn everything off. You can get things you wear like a hat that tracks your emotions, so when you move your head around, it moves the camera around, which is really cool. It helps with the lack of peripheral vision. But otherwise, generally, we have to do a lot of stuff from the outside when we're like on the ground because of lack of peripheral vision. So I can't see what they're telling us to do. So we're just going to go like that. They want us, I know you want me to go left, but then I can't see you. So when it turns green, we'll come up a little bit and we'll stop. And we did not chop their head off. Parking brake is set. Come down here, turn off the rest of the lights. Everything is off. Turn the radios off. Fuel cut off. There. Whoop, nope. There we go. And magneto's off, which is this way. And battery off. And there you go. Okie dokie, let's hop outside. There you go. The way we end these flights is we say thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I certainly did. Enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. Very beautiful area. Would you know that we were in mid-southern Texas? Probably not. But it's beautiful. I hope to visit here soonish, someday. But anyway, if you like the videos and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. We also do Minecraft on the channel, and I'm also starting to do some other games too. I just don't have time, but it could pop up, so make sure you're subscribed. We have to play the algorithm game, so hit the like button, even if you normally don't do it, because that's the only way people know we're here. And that's all I got for today. I'll see you next time.